What's going on, everybody? I'm Grim.
I'm Jolt King 627.
I'm Vile Mods.
And I'm KT of Family Foam Sport. We are your hosts. Welcome to the Foam News Collective. For our 20th episode and the first in a new era with a new name, we've got some big stories to share. But before we get started, I'm excited to announce that we now have a Ko-fi, where you can support us and our work monetarily with either a $5 a month subscription or by making a one-time donation of any amount. Access to the show and podcast will always be free, but a Ko-fi subscription comes with some fun perks, including Q&A opportunities, special Discord privileges, and more. For more details, check out the link in the description below. If you do decide to subscribe or donate, thank you so much. And even if you don't or can't support us that way right now, thank you for hitting the like button on this video and subscribing to the channel, a completely free and very meaningful way to support the show. And now, on with the news. It's official. After well over a year of teases and leaks, Nerfball has finally been officially announced and shown to the public. On Thursday, September 28th, Out of Darts and Hasbro released a series of videos featuring an exhibition Nerfball tournament played between two teams. Impact, coached by retired Green Bay Packers wide receiver Donald Driver, and Velocity, coached by our hobby's very own Luke from Out of Darts. Hasbro also launched a webpage dedicated to Nerfball, including a rulebook, field layouts, information about the equipment and technology, and of course, the full tournament video. I won't spoil the ending of the tournament for you, but it's definitely entertaining and worth a watch.
The game and its rules are remarkably similar to what we saw in the patent back in episode 15, but there were definitely a few surprise changes to the rules and equipment. The rulebook is short, and much of the game is similar to a lot of objective-based competitive games already played in our hobby. The game is designed for 5v5 play, with games lasting for 4 4-minute quarters. Each player is limited to 60 darts per quarter, and darts may not be shared or reused. Teams can score single points by tagging opposing players out, or 6 points for getting the ball in the opposing hoops. The field size is slightly larger than a soccer field, and the field layout is designed around Nerf's own modular barriers and goals.
This brings us to the equipment of Nerfball. The barriers themselves appear to be inflatable and modular, with attached sandbags to weigh them down, and a modular system to attach them in various orientations, either vertically or horizontally. The basket is a standalone structure with a long, open-ended net. The ball is being pushed as Nerf's official Nerf ball, but doesn't appear to have any unique properties other than its shape. All of this equipment is expected to be available for purchase at some point, but whether it will be available to a general audience or only via franchise or renting deals is yet to be seen. In the video, we also see the players registering their respawns with illuminated bracelets on a pedestal that uses RFID or similar technology. According to the article by Sean Hollister at The Verge, they also showed off prototypes of foam suits that are supposed to be able to register dart tags and wirelessly report them to the scoreboard. Although this technology wasn't used in the recorded game, and neither the suits or bracelets are mentioned in the rulebook. All players in the exhibition game were seen using the Nerf Pro Strife X, which has started to be delivered to customers who pre-ordered it on Amazon a couple weeks ahead of its original expected mid-October delivery date. Links to everything about Nerfball can be found down in the description.
At New York Toy Fair this year, both Primetime Toys and IMC Toys aim to make their mark with an interesting new product announcement: chalk darts. Interesting timing, but I think we can chalk this one up to a coincidence since marker darts haven't been explored by major brands for over a decade. These darts can leave easy-to-clean marks on a variety of surfaces, including cloth to help confirm tags, or specially prepared wall for target games. We've known that Dartzone was working on chalk marker darts since we looked at their patent back in episode 8, but now we get a peek at the final product. They revealed full-length darts with a wide head as well as bamboo-style half-length darts with a narrow head, showing that they intend for these darts to be usable in a wide variety of blasters, from toys to competitive flywheelers and springers. On the other hand, IMC Toys is taking a new and unique approach to their new Color Clash line, amp-powered blasters that fire chalk bombs reminiscent of Nerf Demolisher rockets. The ammo appears to have replaceable heads, possibly for refilling the chalk or changing the color. The line includes the single-shot Atomic Blaster and the 3-shot cylinder-fed Sonic Shock. No information yet on pricing or possible compatibility with Demolisher rockets, but this is still a fun-looking line with a lot of potential.
Dart Zone also presented metallic gold and red variations of the Dart Zone Pro Mark IV. According to Buff Daddy, the gold one will be a Black Friday special, while the red are intended for distribution as prizes at events. Along with these blasters, they showed off a new injection-molded bearing scar, shown to be compatible with the Mark IV. Details are slight, but with screws visible at the end, it appears to be designed with serviceability in mind.
Also spotted at Toy Fair by Buff Daddy, it seems that Zing has acquired the license to Cyberpunk 2077 and is releasing a series of special edition gel blasters. First up is the Skippy Blaster with a 300-round hopper, rechargeable batteries, and its own sound and lights. It will also be available as a special edition with a nice display stand and a couple of Skippy collectible pins. Next up is the Guts version of the Budget Arms shotgun, although this one seems to be not finalized according to the pending licensor approval label next to it. Building on their Avatar licensed products that we covered back in episode 3, it's interesting to see Zing getting into the gel and collectible releases, branching out from their usual bow products.
Some smaller blaster companies were also present at Toy Fair with interesting new offerings. Buff Daddy found Fast Pioneer showing off a new white colorway of their existing Big Power electric blasters. He also found Happyline Toys showing off their Fast Shot series, mostly blasters that have been around for a while, but also a new Alien Gen line with bulby, cartoony, organic-looking shells. Super fun.
If you live in Canada, purchasing a GameFace Trion just got a whole lot easier. They're now available for the first time ever in physical stores at Princess Auto for $99.99 Canadian. Link in the description.
Trion of Blaster Time showed off some new accessories showing up in the near future from Worker. First up is a nice side holster slot attachment for the Nightingale, which replaces the trigger guard slot attachment. Next is a new yellow variant of the 1-gram high-end darts, followed by Dragon Claw mags in all the same colorways as the Seagull. Lastly, the White Harrier that Out of Darts was already selling will finally have a product number with official pictures, so keep an eye out for other vendors to start receiving them as well.
With the release of any new blaster, there is one constant, one given, as though a prerequisite to its very existence. Somewhere, somewhen, someone is going to utter these 4 simple words. It's a Jolt reskin. And this time, my dear viewer, you would be absolutely correct. Revealed by Nerf Taiwan X on Facebook, this new gel Jolt includes probably the smallest, most adorable gel ball hopper ever, holding a meager 30 rounds. Based on its size, it's fair to conclude that this is the Ignitor leaked in episode 18 by Chicken Master 99 as a target listing for $9.99 United States dollars, a reasonable price for such a small blaster.
In an unexpected but not surprising collaboration, Nerf has teamed up with the makers of Crocs to make Nerf Crocs. In classic Nerf Elite colors with the clever added feature of a single dart holder attached to each heel strap. Along with the Crocs, they've released a set of 5 Nerf Jibbitz, decorative badges that can be attached to the holes on the shoes. If you need some new kicks, find the purchase link down in the description, but be prepared to cough up $20 for the Jibbitz and $65 for the Crocs, nearly double the cost of a normal pair.
Hasbro is on a mission launching new games, facilities, and attractions around the world with no sign of slowing down. Beto Carrero World in Brazil, the largest theme park in Latin America, is collaborating with Hasbro on a Nerf land called Nerf Mania. This is a huge themed addition to the park, adding over 14,000 square meters of Super Soaker aquatic attractions, a Nerf arcade, restaurant, shop, and even a huge 40-person ride called the Spin Blast. Nerf Mania will be open to the public on October 12th, 2023.
When Out of Darts initially launched their Koda 23-round mags in a neutral gray color, customers started sharing images of the mags dyed in deep, rich colors. Beautiful, but limited by the original gray hue. To help folks make their Kodas even brighter and more vibrant, Out of Darts is now carrying the Koda in its raw, undyed form. If you want to pick some up, check out the Out of Darts website where they are available for the same price of $19.99 United States dollars. Link, as always, in the description.
At this point, I'm sure most of you have seen the Mother of All Blasters by Gatling Tommy. It's a belt-fed, multi-firing mode, super high-rate full auto minigun with an ammo counter and a backpack to carry 500 darts in a self-dismantling belt. It's an impressive engineering feat that made a big splash in social media. Now, Gatling Tommy is offering the Moab for sale over on his website. According to the listing, he has so far already sold most of the initial batch of 100 units at an astonishing price of $5,227. While it's one of the most expensive blasters ever offered for sale, it's also complex and feature-rich, fully handmade machine. Tommy is promising to deliver all ordered units before Christmas of 2023. If you want to get in on the first batch, then you better hurry. According to the website, there are only 2 left at the time of recording.
Maryland Mayhem 2024 has been announced. Scheduled to take place April 19th through the 21st, this collaborative event by the Maryland Foam Alliance and UMBC HVZ will once again include a one-day Maryland Foam tournament, an HVZ Invitational, and the 11th hour casual play event. I personally went last year and had an amazing time. We will be sure to report back again when registration is open or new details become available.
As our hobby moves ever forward, so does life. YouTuber I Am Bobololo, a long-standing member of our hobby, has made the announcement that he is quitting content creation and has taken a step back from the hobby as a whole. Bobo went on to explain that over the course of time he has grown burnout from making videos, and that as time has passed with life, it has become increasingly difficult to keep up with the ever-ongoing changes in the hobby at large. With this, he is also selling some of his collection, which will be linked down below. Bobo has been a long-beloved member of our hobby, whether it be at the SENC, among his friends, or in the NIC at large. Since the early 2000s, he has contributed a plethora of content and work to the hobby, including the ever-popular Bobololo-style rev trigger, his beautiful mods, a variety of informational guides, reviews, live streams, informative testing videos, and even a charity livestream. Through it all, they have always been a shining example of the good in our hobby, the fun, goofy, and interesting things you can get up to. Their videos and all of their documentation and testing data will remain public. Going forward, if you do still want to catch Bobo, he will still be attending events where possible and is working on his metal band Beard Splitter. We here at the Foam News Collective wish Bobo the best in their new endeavors and wish to tell him to have a great day wherever you are.
Today on the Mod Spotlight, we have something rather different from the sort of thing that I normally choose, that being something mostly 3D printed. Coming from Null over on the Discord, we have his Ryobi Nemesis. The mod is pretty simple. It's using Donut Cat's Ryobi battery adapter and Gyrosoft's 400-round hopper, with a one-of-a-kind chainsaw grip that Gyrosoft designed. It's got a Ryobi logo on the side, and it's even got a DeWalt theme Mighty Mama for HVZ. Very nice, I'm a sucker for a theme.
And that's the news. Thank you for watching our 20th episode and being here for the start of a new era for the channel. Per usual, the podcast will be out tomorrow where you can hear more in-depth discussion of this episode's various stories. Be sure to do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends about us. Consider joining the Discord, and please check out all of our individual YouTube channels. Additionally, if you'd like to help our endeavors into the future, you can support us on the Ko-fi. A massive thank you as always to our contributors. We'll see you on the podcast, then be back in 2 weeks with another episode.
Scheduled to take place April 19th through the 21st. Scheduled to take place
Are collaborating on a Nerf-themed theme park land. Oh my god, KT, this is all... Holy crap, that is so hard to read. Theme park land.
In an unexpected but not surprising collaboration, I'm gonna push my glasses up. Big collaboration between my finger and the bridge of my glasses.
Everything's better in yellow.
Darts may not be shared or reused. Teams can store... Skador? I don't... That's not a word. That's not a word. I I don't know what I'm doing, man.
While the red are intended for distribution as
My name is Grimlitshire, and I have one question for you. Explosions?
And now, on with the news.